Hello again, it's me, it's Tom from the Dwarven Moustache Hobbying channel. Yeah, I've just having this bit of a video and doing this bit of a video, and this is the Grey Company. It's a war band for the woods, and it's more for a sort of like it's a bit more sort of like for a more RPG led skirmish game. And sort of a cross between sort of skirmish and RPG. And you can probably guess who they might be based on. It's the Fellowship of the Ring, is the Grey Company, and yeah, I'll show the models off a bit better. Yeah, of course, you got Weithand, the wizard. He's got the white hand on the top of the staff. Yeah, and he's almost a sort of he's a sort of wandering protector of Talamhlar, the world and stuff. It's a very sort of Dark Ages sort of world, but yeah, you got a Cludbar from the Stenhus Hussars. And there's a number of Cludbar here. There's this wee chap. Trying to keep the focus on the camera up. Yeah, Duther and the Wanderer, and yeah, this was Weithand. This guy. Of course, you got the Samwise Gamgee alike. T-Horn, this guy, he's the faithful friend for. I called him by the wrong name. Ogwath, this guy, of course, he's the lives in a hobbit hole and stuff. Nah, of course, yeah, his loyal friends and stuff. You got the golden goat, an Inglenook long hair, and yeah, and you of course have a gnome Damari joining the Grey Company. Yeah, they spy on the upper world normally, but yeah, he's joined the Grey Company for this. Of course, you have a Fey archer. Joining. And you have, yeah, this is Duther and the Wanderer. Got it wrong the last time. Of course, yeah, he's joined Weithand, and they're on a quest. And here we go. Bronwyn the Steward. He's not really Sean Bean, and he's not going to die halfway through. And of course, they go on a quest to find the golden goat. And there's this sort of thing within the book. There's sort of like you can do more sort of like it's sort of more sort of like a role play game aspect to the game. To add even more of a role play element to the skirmish game. And you can, Weithand has these sort of. It's almost like it's this whole sort of like questing warriors, questers that go on that get sort of chosen for their worth by Weithand. He's sort of like he's got this sort of smithy and stuff, so he's a bit sort of like some of the Weithand the smithy sort of thing, and he normally he almost seems to arbitrarily choose those that should go on the quest, but he's choosing some sort of personality trait within that person to sort of that's suitable for the quest. That he's and then he sort of gifts that person sort of particularly almost magical sort of thing with this sort of like almost magical trait. It's harkening back to a lot of the old folklore and legends. Mentioned Weithand the Smithy, but you've got stuff like the Arthurian legends, stuff like that. Some of the earlier stuff, a lot of the knights seem to have sort of almost magical sort of a magical horn that can bring a spirit to their aid or something, that sort of thing. And it's it's almost like even with like Beowulf and things like that, because they are sort of taken sort of as a sort of like a direct sort of influence from Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings, because as you can probably tell, these are the main characters from Lord of the Rings, apart from the goat, and that's picked up the light a bit better with them. See him a touch better. But but then again, it's like Tolkien was a major folklorist, and he was looking at sort of the Arthurian legends. He was looking at Beowulf, stuff like that, Siegfried the Dragon Slayer, and things like that. Yeah, the light is picking up the light better now. It's a bit of a pain, but yeah. Yeah, and I quite like the Damari model. I thought I'd lost him. I took him to the games day and I thought I'd lost this guy. But yeah. This is picking them up better, yeah. Apologies for it not picking up things before properly. But yeah, so there's this whole thing. I think I might try and do more of a sort of, because they've got the book, Mythic Cycles, and hopefully I'll manage to prop this up. There we go. We've got Mythic Cycles, and part of it is sort of tracing back the Weithand, and he's got this floating island, and people sort of get called to this sort of magic realm, and I suppose he's part Merlin as well. But his magic realm, and they sort of get tasked with this great mission and stuff. And within the Mythic Cycle book, there's this whole series of battles you can do, based around finding the golden goat. Of course, that's sort of the whole Jason and the Argonauts, the Golden Fleece and stuff. But so it is harkening back to the whole myths and legends sort of stuff. There's this whole section in where you can make your own sort of slightly better sort of bolster a warband up a little bit, and then give them sort of they're all rather than the leader and perhaps their second in command being the special characters in quote marks. They're all sort of their own hero. They're all their own special character, and they all get their own sort of thing. And I keep, it's trying to sort of like perhaps because I'm planning on a solo career, doing a solo campaign of the woods. So it's whether to sort of go down that route where it's basically do one of these Fianna Talamhlar war bands, where they're each their own sort of character and they can each go off and do their own thing. So whether I necessarily do that, and then it's Weithand himself can sort of appear on occasions and sort of influence a game or a storyline or something. I'm not too certain though. I'm still trying to get that sort of all sorted out. They're normally human or something, but it's like I don't see, because I'm quite taken by my gnomish models. I did a video quite recently. I don't know if this is going to come out before that video or not, but I'm quite taken by the idea of perhaps using my gnomish warband So whether I organise doing that, I'm sort of quite taken by that. It seems to lend itself more to a sort of a solo campaign. And then there are sort of perhaps, I say NPC warbands that appear, and I'm still trying to get a few NPCs sorted out and stuff. But I've done videos on a lot of the stuff. Trying to take influence from, say, The Lord of the Rings, Arthurian legends, Merlin, Weithand the Smithy, Vulcan, and stuff like that. Taliesin and things like that. See how it goes. But this is the Grey Company, and just leaves me to sort of say, stay safe, stay groovy.